between an owl and a phoenix. The water is obedient, never going over the bridge. The gate is responsive, ever opening into the garden. But the Truckee River is infant blue love. On its banks lives the tiger cat with a 5-star meow. The Bear Gate is electric, sharply barring entry into the house. The parlor is ardent, briskly soaking sounds into the carol. But the Truckee River is newborn love. On its banks grows the coral poppies with their 4-petaled fruit. I live there for grief to show, my 6 pounds in the creel. Let's fish, my mother, fish. An early child, brain of huge engine inquiry, shards out from one of the mojo stones. The bird is thrilled, smoothing song to dialogue. What kind of bird is it? A crow, sings note by note. What's the note say? Dear species, it's hot out here. The dog is monstrous, now closing eyes the size of teacups. The beauty is plain, now waking water in a prize of palms. But the Truckee River is papoose blue love. On its banks dies the fairy tale with one earth ode. Squab is my geography. When I get my legs, let's climb, my father. Climb.
The mic will lift right out, too, if you want to hold it.
I think it's good.
Okay.
First day, dedicated to RJ, Nicole, Sheila, Patrick, Robert, Casey, Bryn, Josie, Kelly, and Brenda. As such, pages get loaded into a town tower where it is legal to drink thin alleyways twilight peace, with the cat out of the sword and Daniel Halfrow's good deeds done by the one who sentenced her. In the bathroom, extinct journals unsure their secrets, while Phoebe's crudely altercate the driven snow. Arching up her plackets forced, rivers of cocked handcuffs with passer's glance, and, in bathing, the government orders 68,000 new cell phones, but the city won't care over shuttered educational buildings. More like half-controlled. Various sirens feast on sweet joy, condemned to keep curfews, brutalized to move immediately beyond their point, driving apart breakers of rage objects, punks in the LA entertainment apparatus, a history of blindness, with emphasis on the little man by his own make and Florida bracelets. Sick children turn to the top 40 while they knock down a museum, but not the statue built inside it. Pristine, incongruous class dematerialized, inasmuch as all our leftovers get divided for the children, 4 sports and some peripheral clubs and asbestos. Now, some fake action. Now, some same circle of 2 large numbers radiating now, but not yet, with their enemy, growing helicopter lights to alleviate growing hurricane pressures, you and me laughing outwards, like it seems some point had been reached. A radio drama, briefly broadcasting man's death via moonbeam, with God in the landfill, unspeakably crumpled in evolving commentary in bird language. Meanwhile, declarative letters get to shooting their confetti, 2 vivid conclusions, consequently red sex. Who cares past the hour? Knocking blasts in the dark, tundra-tanked households you and I can shoot lives in. Our more frightening devices, growing Tyrannosaurus safe-words, the bulk of the tribute thrust pre-verbal into the concentration of the white knight's decoration. And now, a new book compels the spectator to recite its name while its characters decease. In no other place except a 1950s McCarthyist living room, large money's yahoos washed up in beach towns with burned-out bums and break-ins fragmenting their war mercenary coups and moons and precious spoons. I think there's a whole thing out there, Mr. Narrative. Place it anywhere. No longer. Talisman knows arcs negative wrong-lashed binaries to our rail plate. If a simple music has to be done by rule, then examples can't help but connotate a cancer that causes the encompassing matter to dribble little aphrodisiacs, deadly by comparison, to dribble little aphrodisiacs. Extremely quarried thinkers, really, will lose secrets about the billboards. Freely falling from the toilet seat, the cycle sparked anew on pubic tile, like earlier made-up promises, keeping the neighbors at bay with a postcard and a vid of recycled chicken soup. Because no secret country exists within our fried nether regions, and even if the neighbors locked away the wedded aliens, the jury would still spray its colors on the state-controlled pavement, or worse. No way, Jose. Per body, per bracket, there will be no modification of terms to the sunrise fresh of your mansion life. But, Crumlin say less, I couldn't care less. On the day the story wouldn't deign drown off, I'd rather wander a real living through the unattainable explosion alone.
Ballerina breaking into a cat. Just be sad. No leaning into the thousand absent knowings. Just be sad. Glance blue shifted upon its greatest walls. You turn out. Hips, knees, feet at the bar. Your toes licking the floor, claw the floor for the turning of a word like road. And the step to suspend it. Photoshop. Why the hell not? Stubby cap. And a sideways jump. And when you're in midair, midair, both legs up, feet high as Bible, knees apart, turning, then turn out the word. And it's if, it's reef, it's ridge of jagged rock, it's sandy rib, it's gray reed. Let out grief as you must, a summer dress, after growing fat with enough. Just be sad, be mortal in homeopathic doses. Just be sad under mortality's small parasite.